Alrighty, today I'm going to try to work on this old Snoopy alarm clock, which I had when I was a kid, and it's pretty old. It was old. And it's 74's mechanical, which is usual today, but it also had a battery which would run the alarm, and the alarm is not working, and the hands are sticking. It's wound, but it's not running. So I've had it apart before. Just take it apart, and then I think probably there's a belt in here that's bad, just needs to be replaced. I think off a motor, but we'll find out here. Okay, here's what it looks like apart. Take out, there's 3 screws in the back that are here, there, and there, and then those are those screws. Then there are longer screws. You take off the winding thing, you turn it backwards. That screws on there. That's for winding the clock. It's a backwards thread and it comes off. Then there's 3 smaller screws that are here, here, and here. Then those come out, and then you have the clock separates. And it's a mechanical clock. There's the speaker mechanism, and it's got like a little record type thing in it, which runs, which is kind of cool. And it is Charlie Brown's voice, I think, supposed to be talking to Snoopy. But that's what we got so far. So next is working on a clock mechanism here. Okay, there we are on the back of it. I was able to get the mechanism freed up, the mainspring with a little bit of oil, a little bit of light oil. I know what you're looking at just from the top view of it, and you're seeing the mainspring. You're seeing the balance wheel and escapement there from the top. And of course the tick, tick, tick mechanical clock. We're looking through the magnifying light above the clock now. So Snoopy's keeping time. I'm going to move this out of the way. You can see any better from that angle. The mainspring and the balance wheel, the escapement. The escapement takes, basically this provides, the mainspring provides the power. Of course, the escapement provides the regulated tick. And then everything goes out from there for time, control of the hands. And there's also an alarm on this, which is basically just connector. You see the face. That gold hand that comes out there to the right now on the 3, and all that really does is it sets. There's a connector. See that wire. Wherever that touches on the faceplate, it makes connection at that particular time with the hands, creates the circuit, and sets off the same way they use the same mechanism. It's very simple. In fact, a very simple timing mechanism for a time bomb. Except when you set off the alarm, it just creates a circuit. Battery sets off in a detonator cap and an explosive. Pretty interesting. Okay, let's see if we can figure out why the alarm isn't really Mechanism for that is inside this piece here. I can take it apart. There's a little speaker back in there. And then my guess is there's a connector and a motor. It runs in there. Probably that's not turning the little record, so we'll find out in that next. Okay, what I got now is we're checking to see if power this little motor right there, it turns like a little belt, turns a record. It plays Snoopy's voice. It was what they used to do it for. They had the electronic chips. And then, of course, when this makes contact on this here, the plate that's behind it, behind the face, is metal. It just makes contact, and then voltage goes through these wires. You can see very well there and there from the battery, which is there and there, and the switch, which is hard to see, connected there and there. Now we're at 0 volts, and turned it on. Now we've got power, and then I just got to change the hands. I can easily do this. It's hard to do it holding the phone and keep this from moving in the back. Now when you get about 3, it should click, make contact, and we get, if we're getting power to the motor, it'll be 1.5 or so volts with the battery that's in there. There it goes. You heard it click or not. Now we're getting 1.6 volts. And no motor sound. Once you get past that, see, it'll stop after a period of time as that pulls away from the, you lose contact. So I guess the next step is I take this cover off. See what's going inside. It may be a bad motor. If that's the case, I don't know that I can fix it, but we'll see. Okay, so I learned my lesson the last time, I think, where I took the front screws out of this thing, and a few years ago I did, and the whole thing came apart. There's a whole bunch of little pieces and junk in there, and I learned that all you do is take off the back panel, which somehow I remembered to do this time. And so there's a motor right there. There's the end of the motor, and then there's like a stylus that reads it, and then there was a broken band in there that I took out, just threw away. And then of course there's the front part we're just looking at with the connections, and then here is the little record, and it turns, the band goes around there, and then this is actually a record. I don't know if you can see the grooves, and then it plays a little spiel. So I got it turned off right now. It should be about time where it's playing, and so I just lubricated very gently the motor, and it wasn't turning at all. And now that we're on the correct time, as you can see there. I don't know if you can hear it or see it, but the motor is now spinning. Not real great, but it's spinning. There. So all it needs now is an O-ring or a band to go on it, so I can find one so you get this puppy working. Puppy being Snoopy. Although it's actually Charlie Brown talking to Snoopy, I think. Yeah, it's Charlie Brown telling Snoopy to get up because Snoopy's sleeping and he doesn't want to get up and go to school or do his work or whatever, which I don't blame Snoopy. I'd rather be sleeping too. But anyway. Alrighty, let's stop this now. And then we'll go from there. Okay, I think we're slowly getting there. We got had to use a rubber band instead of an O-ring, because the O-rings I had were all too tight, so they wouldn't work right. The motor's starting to wear out, kind of. So put that in, and we just got it in. I had to do some resoldering work. This is, I got some wires, their solder wasn't really great. So anyway, resoldered it, and we think we kind of got it working, so we're going to test it out here. And we'll flip the thing on, and it's already should be playing. I think it plays for 20 minutes or whatever if it left on.
I know you're allergic to morning.
There we go.
I'm losing my patience. Take warning. The gang and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time. Hey, Snoopy. I know you're allergic to morning. I'm losing my patience. Take warning. The gang and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time. Hey, Snoopy. I know you're allergic to morning. I'm losing my patience. Take warning. The gang and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time. Hey, Snoopy. I know you're allergic to morning. I'm losing my patience. Take warning. The gang and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time. Hey, Snoopy. I know you're allergic to morning. I'm losing
See, it
my
repeats
patience.
that same little record over and over.
The gang and I have places
And
to
it
go. Hurry, wake
There's
up.
a switch
Don't
back
be too
there,
slow. We'll leave
and
you
the
behind,
mechanism
good
that
friend of
boots
mine,
it at the end, it flips the little needle back.
being on time.
There it goes. It,
I know you're allergic to morning. I'm losing my patience. Take warning.
early 1970s technology.
Places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time.
Wish the face wasn't kind of discolored from
Snoopy, I know you're allergic to morning.
the dry
I'm
out.
losing my patience. Take warning. The gang and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time.
Let me flip the switch back here.
I know you're allergic to morning.
That's how you turn your alarm on and off. Now, because it's a direct drive, basically just batteries directly for the clock face and the motor, it's relying on its speed of turning the band and the speed of the motor, and the cheap little plastic parts are inside. It's amazing that I'm still able to work this period of time, but I don't know if it's the rubber band or it kind of changes pitch. But it does play. So I'll put it back together and see what it works. And I think it stays where it is. So I think if I turn it back on and while it's still in the play, while it's still connected, it just kind of picks up where it left off in the middle of the record, continue to play until the end, and it kicks the thing, and you can see the thing kind of boot back and forth inside the speaker. The whole mechanism moves up and down as the stylus comes back to the beginning of the record. So see if I can flip it on. It should start back where it was playing already.
I'm losing my patience.
Yeah, see.
Take warning. The gang and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time. Hey, Snoopy.
Went up and reset the stylus and
morning.
springs
I'm
back.
losing my patience. Take warning. The gang and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time. Hey, Snoopy. I know you're allergic to morning. I'm losing my patience. Take warning. The gang and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time.
I turned it off right at the beginning. No, it does is just break the connection there. And then when the hands have moved out of it will actually pull pin back from the face, and then it will no longer make connection, and the motor won't run. So that's pretty much it so far. Okay, we got her all back together. Snoopy caught. Working, ticking. Face is still a little messed up, fortunately, but that's, we do much about that, but it's still functional. Have quality inspection here by the actual house dog. What do you think there? That's Snoopy. Snoopy, Dottie, Snoopy. What do you think, little girl? That's Charlie Brown. Yeah. They get it back together right? Oh, we just got to make sure that it works. Got the battery in it. Uh-oh. Now Dottie's triggered the motion sensor. She got the Alexa growling at her. Stuff going on everywhere, little girl. Getting important now. Flaps folded under. Alright, little girl. Let's see if we can get this to work. Okay, now we turn the alarm on, and then we set the time. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 5:12 p.m.
Thank you. Turn that off. I'll do this one again one-handed. Should be pretty close to kicking on. Turn on the switch. Got to the point where it's going to click on. What's the matter, little girl? Is Alexa giving you the business for some particular reason? Alright. Just because you go down, head towards the bathroom to go do your business, hey, Alexa's watching out for you. I know. Back to Snoopy. Got the thing as close as I could get to where it should. Okay, here we are. We'll try it again here. Okay, we got the clock back together. And I got a little bit before 6. I got the thing roughly set at 6. We'll see if it can trigger on its own. Motor is very weak on it. It needs a new motor, I think. Now I got it to work. I think. We'll see if it triggers on its own. I think I got it set to go for roughly 6 o'clock. I got the face got back in there correctly now. Motor's not running quite right. It's the O-rings that I have don't fit it, so I had to substitute some rubber bands and kind of get creative that way. And the motor doesn't seem to want to work right with standing upright. On its side, it's probably just old brushes and all that. So we'll see. Gotta set the trigger. More of a nostalgia thing for me than anything. I just want to basically see if I can get it back to work since I repaired it before. Amazing that it still works. Kind of interesting technology. See how they did it before. Electronic chips. Nowadays we're so used to being, oh, it's making the thing make any sound you want. It's a recording on an IC chip. Non-volatile memory or something, but it's different back then. This is a mechanical clock with a simple face trigger with the voice of Charlie Brown on the little plastic record. It plays the record and then restarts it with a simple motor and a belt drive. Exactly accurate alarm either. I'm going to see if I can get it to do it by itself without just manually doing it, which is the way I've been doing it. There it goes.
Snoopy, I know you're allergic to morning. I'm losing my patience. Take warning. The gang and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time. Hey, Snoopy, I know you're allergic to morning. I'm losing my patience. Take warning. The gang and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time. Hey, Snoopy, I know you're allergic to morning. I'm losing my patience. Take warning. The gang and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time. Hey, Snoopy, I know you're allergic to morning.
It's just a simple motor running,
Take warning. The gang and I have places
tuning
to
a
go.
record. It's similar to the way
Wake up. Don't be
you'll
too slow. We'll leave you
play,
behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time. Hey, Snoopy, I know
paper
you're
players
allergic to
used to
morning.
have for kids.
I'm losing my patience. Take warning.
Didn't just playing the recording over and over.
Hurry,
Plays it
wake
to
up.
the end
Don't
and then
be too slow. We'll
resets itself with a follow it back to the beginning by just
Hey Snoopy, I know you're allergic to morning. I'm losing my patience. Take warning. The guy
this all runs on the C battery for this part,
Don't be too slow.
and the clock is
Behind, good
mechanical.
friend of mine, since happiness is being on time. Hey Snoopy, I know you're allergic to morning. I'm losing my patience. Take warning. The gang and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time.
And it just keeps going till it kicks off, and then eventually just stop it. You press this thing to stop the alarm. Now if it was still going, it would play it back that way, and it would play for a certain period of time. But there it is. It seems to work. There it goes.
Snoopy, I know you're allergic to morning. I'm losing my patience. Take warning. The gang and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time. Hey Snoopy, I know you're allergic to morning. I'm losing my patience. Take warning. The gang and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time. Hey Snoopy, I know you're allergic to morning. I'm losing my patience. Take warning. The gang and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time.
We got it working now. See, watch. Hard to turn with it.
Hey Snoopy, I know you're allergic to morning. I'm losing my patience. Take warning. The gang
What do you think?
and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time.
Needs a new motor though, doesn't it?
Losing my patience. Take warning. The gang and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Wake up. Don't be too slow. We'll leave you behind, good friend of mine, since happiness is being on time. Hey Snoopy, I know you're allergic to morning. I'm losing my patience. Take warning. The gang and I have places to go. Hurry, wake up. Don't be too
You think, well, girl, that's the
We'll leave
alarm
you
clock I had when I was a
behind,
kid.
good friend of mine, since
When I was a little kid like you.